Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. For today's Tips and Tricks webinar, we will be discussing verifying surface conditions with quick profiles in Civil 3D. Before we get started, I have a couple of updates. Because this is a public presentation, we will have all mics muted. We do encourage you to ask questions and have allocated time at the end for Q&A. If you look at your go-to control panel, you will see a question box and a chat box. Enter any questions you may have during the presentation in either box, and we will answer them at the end. We are ZenTek Consultants, a technology consulting firm providing innovative technology solutions to the Canadian CAD/BIM construction marketplaces. Our focus is to improve efficiencies, which in turn leads to increased productivity. I'm Steve Fahey, based in Halifax. I manage our Canadian operations. I invite you to visit our website to learn more about our company and our offerings. Also, don't forget to follow ZenTek Consultants CA on LinkedIn to stay up to date on all of our upcoming webinars. I want to take a second to let you know about our ZenPipe for Civil 3D Pressure Network Solutions. It comes with description fields for all components that will work with your current Civil 3D styles, and they are rationally named. It makes the Civil 3D Pressure Network easier to use. To learn more about our ZenPipe solution, please visit our website and watch our demo video. We offer a number of Civil 3D courses to assist you and your team to maximize the productivity gains the software offers. Everything from Level 1 Beginner, Level 2 Intermediate, Level 3 Advanced, live online, private, public, custom, everything you would require. Whatever you need, we have the ability to customize a tailored solution for you. I am pleased to have Cindy Davenport joining me today. Cindy has an excess of 30 years experience implementing and supporting technology in the CAD/BIM construction fields. She has co-authored 3 books on mastering Civil 3D and has been an instructor at Autodesk University. We are very happy to have Cindy and her technical expertise on our team. And she is fighting through COVID today to be here with us, so I really appreciate that. At this time, I'm going to hand the screen over to Cindy to show us Civil 3D.
All right, I'm waiting for the pop-up. Yes, I sound like a frog. I'm at the very end of this process, so it was just like a really bad cold. So anyway, I'm still waiting for the presenter pop-up.
Yeah, just
there it is.
Should see it now.
I see it now. I got to make sure I share the right screen. So let's see. Then okay, yeah. As I hover over my different screens, it's showing me which one I will be presenting. Here we go. What's the difference between this one and that one? Okay. I'll just pick that one. Can you see my Civil 3D screen, Steve?
Yes, I can.
Good. Shared the right one then. Okie dokie. So today's topic is quick profiles. And if you've ever used quick profiles, you know that they are very quick, very easy. So basically what you can do is you can take like a polyline. You just draw a polyline and say, I want to see what things look like through here. And what this is going to do is going to compare surfaces along that polyline. And the way to use it is you can click on the polyline here. You can right click. And you can hit this option here on the right click menu called Quick Profile. So you click that. It throws this dialog box up. And so it shows you all the surfaces that it can sample. All you need to do really is maybe differentiate between the surface styles here. So maybe this is going to be a design profile here. Then you can even choose a profile view style. So you click on that, maybe I'll take this full grid one here. And then you say okay, and then you need to put it somewhere. And so I'm just going to kind of go over here and put this here. And so there it is. It's really easy. The thing about this is that you can take this guy and you can move him up and down, and you see how it's changing. You just move him up and down. If you just wanted to go along your your design, in this case, I have a corridor here. Very handy if you want to just go down your design and just see what is going on. And of course, we can use cross sections for this, but this one doesn't involve having to generate sample lines if you just want to spot check some things. And also, you know, I can take this and I can say, what does it look like going like this? And so I can analyze it, you know, not only at a right angle, but at any angle. And that's for just checking surfaces. And, you know, but it doesn't end there. You can do some interesting things with this, I have found. And is in the case of these utilities that I put in here earlier today. I'm going to go back to that profile that I was showing. Now, right now in profile, all of it looks like this, and it's very hard to see what's going on. It's kind of like spaghetti, you know. I've got a couple of feature lines in here representing something, and I've got 3 different utilities, and it looks like they're all on top of each other. It's not really a good way to find out what's going on. I can use the quick profile to do that. So let's say I want to make this guy perpendicular across the road here. So I'm going to get more of a section view using this quick profile view. I'm just going to go back to my quick profile view down here. And I might want to stretch him out a bit. Pull him out a little bit. So I have these pipes here that I want to look at. I'd like to look at them inside this quick profile view. I can do that because this quick profile view is going to act exactly like a profile. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this guy here, and I have too many things picked. Hold on, so hit escape and click on the pipe, and come up here, hit my draw parts and profile. Right, and then I come over here and I pick my quick profile, and there it is. Now, of course, that's not what I want to look at, but what I can do is go into my profile view properties here, and wait a minute, it's grayed out, but it isn't grayed out up here on the ribbon. So I can still go into my profile view properties for this quick profile. I can say I want to see all my pipes. Just turn them on with the checkbox. And then, of course, you know, if I want to apply a crossing style, I can. So there's my crossing for my storm. And here is my crossing for my sanitary. And then as far as my pressure pipe, my water line goes, it's going to be crossing for my water. And click OK, and look, I can see my pipes here. So that's pretty cool. I can also add labels if I wanted to. You know, maybe I want to do, I'm trying to do like a quick conflict check, you know, and I want to kind of cut and paste this in a Word document or something like that, just for my own purposes, my own reference. I can just, I can go ahead and put labels on this too. So all I got to do is I'm going to go through the good old fashioned add labels button here, change my feature to pipe network, and of course tell it that I want to do it a single part in profile this time. Right, set my pipe label style to null, because if you ever try to label a crossing in a profile, it's going to pull both pipe label and crossing label style in. So you set your regular pipe label to something that doesn't display, basically, and then choose a suitable crossing pipe label, hit add, and then click on those pipes, and there you got some labels. Right, and I can do the same thing with the pressure. Label the pressure, just go to pipe pressure network, choose the right one, single pressure part profile, and then configure what it is I want to do with that. And so there are my labels there. Just drag them off, try to make them look pretty, like so. And then take this one, I'll drag him down too. All right, so now that I've established that, I'll move this over a little bit. now that I've established this, what I can do is I can come over and I can take this and I can say, I'm ready to go up to the next 50 feet and look at things. Move it up that set amount. And if you watch the profile view, you'll see that things will update. So now it's updated. It's giving me invert information of the pipes as I move up along the way. And just imagine if I had all this developed on the entire road, you know, that might be useful. I can come to very specific locations and see what's happening. Now I also have these feature lines here. And let's say they represent something, some sort of underground something or other. But I can project those into this profile view here. But if I do that, I'll just show you. I'm going to choose one of them. And actually, I'm going to choose the profile view here and use my ribbon up here. Now, if I do that, I'm going to get something that looks like that. Say I'm looking at the entire feature line and section, all the vertices and everything. So that's not very useful. So I'm just going to take that out of profile view. But I want to show you something else. What I can do is I can set AutoCAD points. And I'm going to take my polyline that I'm using for my quick profile view, and I'm going to use display order and say I want to send it all the way to the back. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm going to set a point, an AutoCAD point here, and I'm going to set it to coincide with the crossing location of my feature line here and my polyline here. So the reason I set my polyline to the back is because I don't want what I'm going to OSNAP to be the polyline. I want it to be the feature line. So I'm going to use my apparent OSNAP and set that point. Do it again, use my apparent OSNAP. Set the point with, whoops, don't know what I did there. Try that one more time. Point, and then apparent OSNAP, and then let it find that here. And now I can take those guys and I can project those into profile view. And all we got to do this time is just to grab this guy again, as I did with the feature line, and hit project objects, profile view, come back, grab my points here, finish, and then just push them on in, and there they are. They came in with some labels here. So now I have that going for me. So what happens when I move this and I want to go to the next location? Right there, move him up. Well, the points, of course, don't move with it, but I can just go ahead and take the points. Do the same thing I did before with my apparent OSNAP and move them to the next location. And they update. So take that, move the point to apparent OSNAP here. And so they're updated. The labels update and all of that. And so, you know, that could be a pretty cool tool to use, very easy, you know, instead of sitting there with your calculator and your scale and all of that and punching all these numbers and trying to figure out slopes and stuff. It's a very easy way to just go around and graphically move some things. This guy didn't move, but graphically move some things around and just get some data with regard to your conflicts and everything. So let's say that what happens if this guy maybe goes this way? Maybe does something like that, you know? And you want to know, okay, well, what's the conflict going to be? What if I, you know, check it out and see what's happening? If I can just grab my polyline there. There it is. And see what is happening and just make sure it crosses the crossing right here, what's happening there with that. And you see that updated there, but of course I need to move this point over to this new location here and use my apparent OSNAP. then of course I can move this one too, but it's not the point I'm concerned with. But I can see in relation to my storm here, I can see in relation to the storm what's happening. And it looks like it's way up here now, which is interesting. Unless I open up to a contour or something else. It looks like that guy's way up here on the surface. So let's make sure that I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to snap to my polyline here. There we go. Now we can see where it is. There we go. Make sure you use the right snap. So now you can see, whoa, we have a conflict here. All right, and then maybe you can make some decisions about that. So, you can creatively figure out ways to use this tool, but this is only a temporary type of thing. So, you could do all of this, and the minute you hit save, it goes away. So you got to be careful, but it is kind of a quick and easy tool to use without having to generate many, many different sample lines and many, many different cross sections. So with that, I think I am finished with my presentation. Any questions?
I do have a couple. What if you wanted to make the quick profile permanent?
Well, you can, and if you can't. Sorry. If you go to Autodesk documentation, they say, well, just if you want it to be permanent, just create an alignment and do your own profile. But I don't know. In this situation, what I would do is I would create a sample line. And this is how easy it is here. I'm going to scoot this one over here. You could, instead of using quick profiles, you could do sample lines, but you can do them like one at a time. So if I went over to the Home tab here and I go to sample lines, of course, it's going to ask me for my alignment, which is, I believe, under here. Yippers. And then, of course, what I want to do is I want to come here and say I want to select a polyline. So I can select this guy here and hit enter, and then enter, and bam, he's a sample line. And so now what I can do is I just go to my section views button here, create a single section view. Okay, it automatically hones in on my sample line here. Okay, and I can just say create section view. And click over here. And there it is. And it's already brought in all my pipes. And now all I need to do really is to, and in this situation, it's fairly easy to bring in your feature lines too. So all I have to do is select my feature lines. Well, actually, all I have to do is select my section here and then hit project objects to view. And then grab my section or my feature lines here. And then say, okay. And in the section view, they come in as markers, as you can see. And the pipes look really sad, but at least this one does. But, at least they come in, the feature lines. You don't have to drag around the points or anything like that. But they come in and they come in labeled, and you can add your crossing labels for your pipes too. But, as long as you have all your styles and your labels and everything all set up, you're pretty much good to go. But that's, I would go, if you wanted something more permanent, I would just turn the polyline into an actual sample line and go that way. Anything else?
Okay, one other question. What other objects can you make a quick profile with?
Okay, a really good way to find that out for yourself, actually, is you just go to the Analyze tab, because that's where you're going to find the Quick Profile button here. You see, when you click on that, it's going to tell you here, look, temporary profiles along a line, an arc, a polyline, a lot line, which is a parcel line, a feature line, survey figure, or selected points. So you can actually do by points and go click, click. one cool thing you can do is, I'm going to bring that command back again, is like, what if I wanted to do a quick section along this feature line? Okay, so you get the same thing. It's offering you the same information here as far as it's finding surfaces, and it's got my proposed surface and my existing surface. And I choose a reasonable profile view, and then see where it says 3D entity profile style. Since that is a 3D entity, and it could be like a 3D polyline, it could be a feature line, it could be a survey figure too, or a parcel line, or a parcel segment, actually. You can assign it a style that's going to be pushed into the profile view with a profile style. So it's making this temporary kind of profile. So I'm going to choose this guy here, and then I'll put him right here. Sure, I'm not overlapping anything. And so here it is. And so you notice it just comes in, it's kind of static. You know, there's no grips or anything. But if you did want to grip it, maybe you're comparing it to some other stuff that's going on in here. Maybe there's a surface in here and you want to make sure that this guy is equidistant from the actual surface. Then you can just come over and say, click on here. Whoops, I have too many things selected. Just click on the actual profile view and then say project objects, and then pick the item that we are representing in the profile view. I think it was this guy. Go ahead and put him in there. Oh, it was the wrong one. I chose the wrong one. But anyway, this is the way it goes. You can actually have live grips now. Let me pick the correct profile view and do that again. Let's select the grid, project objects to profile view, and it was actually this one. Okay, so that's in. And so now, I can say, okay, I need this to be lower so that I'm maintaining a certain cover. And so you can actually use this to edit and reference the surface above this. So I'm actually editing this feature line and trying to correct the elevations of the feature line. So anyway, that's that. Anything else?
No, that's it for now. From the questions, I'm going to take the screen back.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Cindy, for that. Appreciate you being able to join us today, even though you're not feeling the best. Really appreciate that.
Okay.
Want to thank everybody for joining us today, and just remind you that our website is ZenTek Consultants CA. 1-800 number if you want to call and ask any questions, learn more about how we can help you. 866-824-4459, or you can always send me an email, stephenf@zentekconsultants.net. Thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you have a great day.